Okay, I'm going to show you how to use CSV files in Python, which is slightly different to normal text files or having the computer read it as a CSV file rather than a normal text file. There's some added benefits to using CSV files, which I'll come on to as we kind of go through them. CSV stands for comma separated values, and you can see here that I have separated my fruit elements from the score that I think they are worth with a comma. So comma separated values, and that's just stored in a normal text file, and I've called my text file fruit. So what I'm going to do is open that text file, but I'm going to open it as a CSV file. So I'm going to start off by importing CSV. That's dead important. Okay. And then the kind of coding is slightly different to opening text files. We do open with, and I call the text file and it's a txt file. But we're going to tell it to open it as a CSV file. And then I'm going to read the information in that file. So CSV reader equals CSV dot reader, and then it's going to call this. So CSV underscore file. The delimiter is the element, the character, the string character that splits the lines basically. So it's the comma that we're looking for. So we're going to tell it to look for the commas to separate out the elements in our rows by doing that. Okay. So what we can then do is take the elements and tell them to be stored in a dictionary. So fruit, I'm going to make a fruit underscore list dictionary. And I'm going to say rows 0 colon rows 1 for rows in CSV reader. Okay. So what that does is it takes the bit before the comma and adds it to as the key element in the dictionary, and then it takes the kind of part of the row of each row after the comma and adds that as the value. So we've got our keys and values. So we're going to hopefully, when I run this, we're going to have when I print it as well, we're going to have, say, banana colon 6. So let's check. I've called it a list. I probably shouldn't have called it a list. Let's call it a dictionary because it is a dictionary, not a list. And let's run it. And there we go. We've got it's managed to call the elements from that text file and stored the beginning part as the first half of the dictionary, the key in the dictionary, followed by the value in the dictionary. And notice these are strings, so the numbers are strings at the moment, and hopefully you know how to convert this number here into an integer so that we can sort the elements. But I'm not gonna do that in this video. So the other thing we're going to need to do is save that back to the text file. So if we want to say let's add a new fruit again, we can do that by saying fruit underscore dict square brackets, and let's add my raspberry, which I gave a score of 7 to. So raspberry, close your square brackets, equals, and because these are strings at the moment, let's keep my my value as a string as well. So hopefully that will be added to my fruit dictionary. Let's check. And there we go, we've got raspberry there at the end with a value of 7. Okay, so that's all I'm going to show you in this video. What you're going to need to do next is have a look at, go back to the dictionaries video to see how to convert this into a list so that you can sort it, and then the first video about writing back to a text file is going to be useful to have a look at how to send that back. Your updated scoring, send that back to your text file so that in your game, once the game has been played through, you will be able to display the current top 5 scores. So all 3 videos together should be give you a good start, a good guide as to how to produce a high scoreboard for the game that you're creating.